Hi there! In this video, we'll be taking a look at the Company Settings section of your settings in your Time to Pet account. There are many different ways you can customize your Time to Pet account to better fit your business needs. First, let's start in your Company Settings under the General section. This is where you can enter your company's contact details, such as your company name. This will appear in many places in Time to Pet, including on your invoices, in emails sent to your clients, and on your client portal website. Your company email address can be the same or can be different from your admin email address. You can add links to your social media pages here. These links will be included in emails and on your client portal website. You can also enter your primary and secondary company phone number. This will also be included in many places in Time to Pet, including on your invoices and in the client portal. Adding your phone number is completely optional, and not all customers will do so. This is also where you can enter your business street address. This will also appear in many places, including on your invoices and on your client portal website. If you prefer for clients to not know your address, you can skip this field. Many customers will just enter a city and state, so clients do not see their full business address. Time to Pet supports many different currencies. You can adjust the currency that your business uses here. Time to Pet also supports sales tax that can be automatically added to your client invoices. You can select which of your services are taxable by going into your services list and editing the service. You can then check the Services Taxable option under the Rates section of your Edit Service screen. Be sure to check to confirm if pet sitting services are taxable in your area as well. The last section of your general company settings is where you can enter a list of all of the zip codes your business serves. After creating zip codes here, you can also assign zip codes directly to your staff members and then run reporting based on zip codes. Once you've assigned service area zip codes on your staff profiles, you can then use the Geo Schedule feature to view which clients are in the staff member's service area. Next up is your client and pet fields. This is where you can configure all of the information you collect about your clients and their pets. You can add new fields here, or you can edit existing fields. Keep in mind that some of these fields cannot be removed because they are linked to other aspects of Time to Pet. The goal here is that every company can collect the information they need specific to their business. You'll notice in the middle column, fields can be selected as client editable and client visible. When checked, clients will be able to edit and see this information on their client app or client portal. Unchecking client visible will make the information not visible to clients, like a private note, for example. Your fields can also be marked as required. When required, you can force your clients to complete the field before they can request new services. You'll find the setting to enable this under Client Settings and Portal Settings. Scroll down to the Scheduling section, and under Force Required Fields for Scheduling Requests, you can select what information has to be filled out before your clients can make a scheduling request. Staff Visible means staff members can view the information on your client's profile. You may choose to mark fields like client phone number as not staff visible. Lastly is Customer Segment. Selecting this allows you to run custom reports based on that field in Time to Pet. Under the Pet Fields tab, you can adjust all of the information you collect about your client's pets. You can add any additional fields here, such as feeding instructions, or even behavioral questions about the pet. You can configure how clients can answer this question, whether that's within a text box, a text area, or as a yes or no answer. The next section in your company settings is Client and Staff Flags. Flags are a great way to quickly flag clients or staff members to highlight essential pieces of information that you and your team need quick access to. There are countless uses for flags, ranging from managing service areas, highlighting special need pets, remembering preferred payment types, highlighting sitter skills like being CPR certified, and more. You can add a new flag by clicking the blue Add Client Flag or Add Staff Flag buttons. And you can edit these flags directly on your client and staff profiles. Client flags can be seen on the client's profile, in the mobile app by your staff members, and on the scheduler. Clients will not be able to see their flags. In the messaging section of your company settings, you can customize different messages that can be sent to your clients. The most popular message to customize here is the client welcome email. This is the email that you can send to your clients to activate their Time to Pet account. Some of the messages here may not need to be customized because they relate to specific settings. For example, you may choose to not set limits for scheduling requests, and therefore will not need to add any customization to the portal and app service request form cutoff message. Other popular messages to customize here are the client services confirmation email and the client invoice message email. Next up is saved replies. Saved replies can be used via the client conversation feed for many different purposes. You can click each of the default saved replies to edit them, or you can create your own. Saved replies can then be populated into the client conversation feed by going to the client's profile, adding a message, and selecting the floppy disk icon. Then you can choose any of your saved replies from this list and pop them right into the conversation feed. Your scheduler settings allow you to customize different aspects of the scheduler to change the calendar layout and other options related to scheduling events. Here you can adjust the calendar default view to either show a calendar layout of your choosing or a list layout. Most smaller companies will set this to week or month, while larger businesses tend to set this to the day. The calendar interval allows you to adjust how much space is shown on your calendar. Setting the interval to a small value will spread out your calendar and give you more space. Setting the interval to a larger value will make the calendar more concise. Most companies will set this to 15 or 30 minutes. The calendar start and stop times control the first and last hour shown on all calendar views in the dashboard. For example, if you never start a visit before 7 a.m., you might want to start the calendar at 7 a.m. to hide the hours prior. Adjusting the time selector interval will adjust the time options you can choose from when scheduling events. When set to 30 minutes, for example, you can choose times like 2 p.m., 2:30 p.m., or 3 p.m. when scheduling an event. Most businesses will set this as the same time as their calendar interval. Time to Pet supports two unique ways to color code your events. Larger businesses tend to set this to color by staff, while smaller businesses tend to set this as color by event status. If setting to color by staff, be sure to give each staff member a unique color on their staff profile. You'll find this setting under the Schedule tab, and you can choose your staff event color here. It may be helpful to view your schedule blocks directly on your calendar. Showing your schedule blocks will display the schedule blocks you've created, so you can easily see the same blocks of time that your clients will see. Companies that tend to edit and move their events frequently will choose to show their schedule blocks on the calendar. We'll cover more on schedule blocks later in more detail. Enabling Warn Before Move and Resize will warn you when events are dragged and drop on your calendar, or resized by dragging the event down. This tool is useful if you tend to move events by mistake. The Overbooked conflict detection will show you a warning if you have one staff member scheduled for multiple events at the same time. Companies that schedule multiple events at the same time, like group dog walks, will oftentimes disable this tool. The final setting in your scheduler settings is first-last information. When set to show, Time to Pet will clearly mark events that are the first and last event on an invoice. This is especially important for pet sitting visits so that staff members can see if they are assigned to either the first or last visit in the series and need to do anything special for that day. Your company theme settings allow you to add a company logo, a mobile app logo, and an email company logo. You can also coordinate the colors for your staff dashboard, the client portal, and your email layout. Each section allows you to edit different aspects and choose coordinating colors. You can see a preview of your changes on the right-hand side. If you have any additional questions, be sure to check out the Help tab in your account for helpful articles on specific topics, as well as access to our support team to send any questions. You can also check out our Resource Center, which includes some of our most popular resources for getting started in Time to Pet, such as the onboarding guide and our best practice articles.